You are now entering the intergalactic realm.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Intergalactic Ramble, the #1 podcast in the entire world.
And the galaxies.
I'm Lauren.
And I'm Hugo. It's lovely to have you here.
You should know this by now. If you don't know our names, a lot of you call me Laurel in the comments. Who's Laurel?
Yeah, a lot of people call me like Jason Momoa because we look so much alike.
Yeah, no. You look like Guy Fieri today.
I do.
No, but like I like it. Like I like the Guy Fieri vibes.
Thank you.
I bet he could fuck up a good eggplant parmesan. He's Italiano, you know.
I could right now.
I could fuck. Oh my god!
Even though I just
right
had
now.
diarrhea. So
yeah.
how have you been?
Well, I actually have had diarrhea as well. Not the past 5 days, but the previous 5 days. But the past 5 days, I've been back to being constipated. But, you know, I loved having diarrhea. I think I had food poisoning that I gave to myself, as I try to do often, so I can shit.
Yeah,
but off that
that's good. You should do things that let it out, you know?
Yeah.
Because better out
they
than
always
in.
say let it out. Let it out, let it out. Da, 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 da. That's the song. Anyways, how have I been? Nothing new, Hugo. I nowadays like the only thing that gets me out of bed is going up the street to the local coffee shop to get a chai latte, which is my new favorite thing ever. And I pour my chai latte into like my little cute teacup, and that's what keeps me going. My taste budussies, they go wild when they taste that chai tea. I get it with oat milk. And that's it. That's what's new with me. Nothing.
Yep. I have been making like events of everyday things. Like I make my coffee and I'm making such a big deal out of it.
Yeah.
I make it like because it is usually always one of the highlights of my days.
No, for real.
But
and like, let's make it normal to romanticize every little thing you do. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. Like I make my coffee and I go outside because it's been very warm here in Portugal.
Oh,
so I
it's
go
snowed
outside
here.
for like 10 minutes and I get the sun on my skin. I'm feeling myself. And I'm like, gotta go take a shit because coffee, you know.
Yeah,
and that
I wish it
is
had that effect on me.
that's my life romanticized.
That's really
for today.
beautiful. And I'm so happy that let me tell you, having that little beautiful 30 minutes in the morning, and by morning I mean 1 p.m. because I do wake up at 1 p.m. It's something different. It's something, it gets my mussy so
Yeah, but we have
stimulated.
a new thing to look forward to. Yo Styles European tour.
Harry Styles' European tour, baby. He just
we're
announced his
gonna
European
open
tour.
for him.
Yeah, the one I'm gonna open with Harry, the song that I wrote about Harry Styles. And then we're going to segue into me and Hugo's song, Wish Upon a Star. And then Hugo will play some of his tunes. And then Harry will come out. And it's going to be so sexy.
Then you end our set with Ready to Go. And it goes Ready to Go for Harry's part.
Yeah. And then he's going to kick us into the pit. And we're going to shake ass in the pit to a fine line. Will be a fine line.
Oh, I cannot wait. You know, tour is really hard on the body, but I'm so ready. I'm very ready for it.
Yeah. I think like it's finally your time to shine. And it's so nice of him to like pick such an indie artist to tour with him. Like they usually go with like really big acts, but it was nice of him to do that.
Harry's cool. We've been friends for a while.
He's so awesome and hot and sexy and cool and beautiful and talented.
Yeah. But you know, I have we were talking the other day and you said this thing like we do sometimes. We are like, you know what? I'm gonna save it for the podcast. And you've been saying that you're gonna save this story for the podcast, and we forgot last week that you flew a plane.
Oh yes, I.
So we're
did.
gonna get into the advice session in a little bit, but before I want us all to learn about the time Lauren flew a plane.
It's nothing crazy. I flew a plane in 9th grade, so I was 14. I took the fucking high school that I was going to. It was like a shit high school. I left after that semester.
What kind of plane was it? A Boeing 777?
It was It was like a commercial aircraft, and I had I had families and old people, and like we flew them to Italy, and their lives were in my hands, all of them.
So that's how you got introduced to Ryanair.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But
and
for real.
now I have okay, no. So it was like a little like jet plane, and I was taking like a flying class or whatever for like an elective, because one of the teachers there like flies planes, and like literally it made no sense. Like nobody in the class understood, but like we had this like flight simulator device in the school, so we'd like sit there, and it was like a little video game. Like he would sit next to us and like instruct us, but we really had no idea what we were doing. And then he was like, "Oh, surprise, like for the final, like we're flying a plane." And I was like, and everyone was just like, "Oh fuck." Luckily the plane did have like an instructor seat, so he also has control, and then the student seat. Unfortunately, afterwards I did get out of the plane and I threw up all over. I got the worst flight sick.
It was the G-force.
Worst, like, yeah,
It was too
G-spot?
intense. Come on. It's so early.
I know it is. It is so
You
ridiculous.
know damn well you hit the G spot of the plane.
I did.
But did you
that
actually
plane.
like take flight?
Yes. Yeah. Like
That's insane. Ninth
know, like,
grade.
No, we did ass. We were on the runway, and like I don't think I have yet processed that. Like I'd never really thought about it after the fact. But like yeah, like I flew a plane, and we were like in the sky flying a fucking plane.
That's insane, because
like,
you're always like, oh no, I don't have that many stories. Nothing really happens where I'm.
Well, that's
from.
like that's not really a story. That's like
that's insane. Your life is a movie. That's one of those moments.
Yeah, my life's a movie for real. And then we crashed.
Great. You know, the last time I said my life is a movie was, well, actually, I said it every day when we were in New York. But before that, the first hip hop class I went to, the studio where I have my classes, it looks really cool, and I'm very easily impressed with these things. Yeah. Like I see four walls and I'm like, oh my god, a room. And
wow.
It was one of those things. At the end of the class, the teacher made us like all dance in different groups. I danced with my group, then we had to sit and watch the other group. And I sat down, I looked at my friend who was also in the class, and I was like, my life is a movie. And like one girl stared into my soul for the whole time I said that sentence. And I took my time. And she looked at me, and her jaw dropped. She was like, this is not a mental institution. And she never came back to another class ever.
Well, good.
No one has ever seen it since.
She didn't deserve to be a side character in your movie.
She really
didn't. She was cut for the part. But yeah, like I said earlier, romanticize everything. My life, if your life is a movie, like
sometimes romanticizing life marries with terrorizing other people.
Okay, and that's good.
Which
like
actually terrorizing people leads into adding to people's lives, which leads
is
into
also called advice.
Yes, exactly. Which is what we're going to do today.
Yes,
a little advice session.
Number 2, because we already did number 1, and you guys seem to like it. We put on our stories, just like ask us stuff, and you guys ask some good, juicy, awesome life contemplative stuff. So I have my notebook here with all the questions that I wrote down. Or wait, let me start.
Yeah,
this one I just thought would be a good place to start. So a few people asked about how to show confidence, and a lot of you were like, oh, how do I like show confidence like you and Hugo? And I'm just like, baby. Yeah, I'm just like, baby.
How to be a baddie.
Fake. Like, confidence and sexiness is all in the soul. It's all in the mind. Yes. You create it. You fake it pretty much. Am I that confident in real life? Like in real life, whatever that is? Not really, but if you like act confident, I guess you'll feel more confident. I don't know.
That's true. And it's also like, for me, at least, it was a process. Like a long process. Like it took me years to feel, I feel like only this past year I have felt a slight like inch of confidence. everyone is like insecure about their own things, and so no one really cares about your insecurities as
Yes.
much as you think they do.
Yeah, and also like you were saying, realize that everybody is probably more invested in their own insecurities and being confident on their own than like looking at you and being like, oh, like what are they wearing, or like what are they also like focusing on like doing little things that you think will help boost your confidence. Like for me in the past like year and a half has been clothing. Like because when I put on a good outfit, like it does something to my ego.
Yeah,
In not like in a self-conceited way.
Egocy.
Yeah, into egocy. We'll just stop there.
Keep going.
It does something to my ego in like not a conceited way, but when you like walk on the street in like a hot outfit, it's like damn, like I don't give a
Also-
shit what anybody else thinks about me because
That.
I think I look sexy.
Yes.
And I feel confident right now. And
Yes.
yeah.
Also, you could list things you like about yourself. Maybe the list at first won't be like very big if you're not that confident, but it can be also like mental things, emotional things that you like about yourself. Maybe you like that you care about others. Maybe, and just write that because it's going to help you develop your confidence, and also do more things that make you feel good. So like, for example, for
Yeah.
me, like you were
Yoga.
talking about your clothes. Yeah. For me, it was I started like having a skincare routine, and
Okay.
without realizing, like taking care of my face twice a day, I was looking at myself a lot more than what I usually did and liked
Oh.
to. And I was like, look at me, I'm taking care of myself.
Yeah.
Oh, this is cool. And over like a year, I was like, I kind of like
And now
it.
your skin
Look at
is
me.
glowing.
Yeah, I'm going. I look like
Really
I'm
is.
17. And you know what? This is
But you're 12.
fueled. Yeah,
Crazy.
this is fueled by. I have a lot of aspirations in life, I think, but this is one of the biggest ones. I want to be 35, maybe have a kid, and be at those like conferences at school where the parents are and the teacher is, and like telling everyone
Parent teacher
And-
conference.
that. And I want everyone to be like the teacher to be speaking, and no one can take their eyes off me. Like everyone's
Yeah.
like, I cannot believe like
That's
that's a daddy.
a
I cannot
dilf.
believe that a dilf.
Like that is this child's not father, not dad, her daddy. That is
Yeah.
the child's daddy.
Like
Well,
I want
let
the
me
people
reword
in
that.
the room to not take their eyes off me, which is
Yeah.
very conceited and the opposite of how I approach anything in my life ever. But this is an aspiration. You
yeah,
see?
and that's good aspiration.
So that's why I do my skincare routine. And also because my skin is very sensitive and it hurts if I don't take care of
yeah.
it.
And like whatever motivates you, you know. So
Yeah.
if it's that parent teacher conference looking sexy, by all means do
Yeah.
your skincare routine.
Also, you could write little affirmations and put them maybe in a mirror or in your workplace and
Yeah.
be like, looking cute today. Look at you. Sexy.
looking so sexy.
Look
Looking
at that
so
fat
hot.
ass.
You look so breathable today.
Yep.
So do you want to move on to the next one?
Someone asked, how do you find new music to listen to?
Oh, I like this.
And like how to commit to listening to new songs and new artists. A really, really good thing you could do is watch NPR Tiny Desks. Like of people you have never heard the name of before.
Yeah.
I promise you, you will get blown away and you'll get sucked into their whole discographies.
Discography, yeah.
You
That's
will
a
fall
great
in love
one.
with these people's musics, and you will study and you will listen to them. And if you don't even fall in love with them that much, you'll just find new artists, and that will take
It's
you
like
to
a
new
rabbit
artists.
hole of
Yeah,
just like,
I think that's how I found Daniel Caesar.
oh, and what a gem.
Yeah, and like
What a
Jasmine
gem.
Sullivan, a great place to start.
Yeah.
Jasmine Sullivan's Tiny Desk concert.
Yeah. My girl. A lot of times I'll see like people post stuff on their Instagram stories, and you know, I know like most people don't, they just skip right through them, but like I actually like I'll listen to them sometimes, and
Yeah,
I
me
will
too.
like I'll go crazy. Like I will fall in love with the artist, and then I'll like look up similar like type of music as them or similar other artists as them, and just like discover new people that way.
Yeah, you could also, Spotify is incredible, and so is YouTube. But Spotify, you can search for there's pretty much playlists of anything. You can, if you have an
Yeah.
aesthetic in mind, if you have a genre in
People
mind.
curate some sexy playlists on there.
Yes, you, for example, you love doing your playlists, and you're great
I
at
do
it.
love my playlist. Thank you so much.
I'm not a playlist curator myself, but I do enjoy the
That's
people
okay.
that put the effort into it.
Yeah, and we do that for people like you.
Yes, and people
Just
like
doing
me
just
appreciate
doing our
it.
due diligence. Yeah, just doing our due diligence in the this world that we call home. Okay, this one made me so sad when I read it because, honey, I feel this to the deepest of my core. What do you do when you're scared of being happy because you know it won't last?
Oh God, that's deep.
Yeah, there are levels to this.
Yeah.
Because I deal with this as well. Like, and I've always been so pessimistic about happy moments. Like, I'll be happy, and then suddenly my brain will be like, oh, you're gonna be sad again soon. So don't get too comfortable here.
Mm-hmm.
But I think a big part is just to like try to, I guess, block out those thoughts that are like telling you like this won't last, and just focus on being in the moment. And
Yeah.
I think the more you're in the moment, the less you'll worry about the future and like possible sadness to come. And
that's kind of what it comes down to. Like,
yeah, and if
feeling like you're in the present, which is like one of the modern day biggest challenges.
yes,
Because
with
pretty much
social
everyone is an overthinker.
Mm-hmm.
Even
I'm an
people who are very stupid, like us.
Yeah, like I think a lot, like not about coherent things, but I be thinking.
Yeah, we be thinking
was drunk.
and overthinking, and then thinking it over again.
And then thinking about how we think and overthink it.
Yeah, but I think when it comes to life, it's these moments where you feel good, or where you take like a mental or emotional picture of what's going on, like where you feel Euphoria, sponsored by HBO. Shout out to our sponsor. When you feel like happy, or when you feel loved, or when you have one of those happy moments, make sure you really feel them to savor it to the like uttermost extent you can, because that's kind of like what life is all about.
Yeah, and when you're feeling down, just like go back to that mental image and just remember like this time that I'm going through right now is going to pass, and I will be happy again. Think of it more like inversed as you ask the question, like not like don't be afraid to be happy because you know you'll be sad. Know that when you're sad, you're going to be happy again.
Yes. Have those moments be what holds you through like the inevitable times where life is going to be a little bit harder, because life is always like this. But you know what, for us, we have such great mussies. Always has like highs and lows, but it's always going higher, you know? So when it goes like this, it feels like we're going we're going down, but we're not.
But you're still going up a little bit.
We're going to go up, and we're going to go up, and we're going to keep going up. Then when we go down, we won't go down as we were in here. We're still going up, you know?
As Miley Cyrus once said, it's the climb.
Yeah.
You know? And she was so right, because life is a climb. And
there's
I
always
can
going to
almost
be
see it,
another
that
mountain.
dream I'm dreaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're gonna always want to make it move.
I did make a mountain move once with my ass.
Wow. Wait, was that the time we were in like the Swiss Alps, and I was like on like the very top of the mountain, and then you're like, hold on, stay right here, and then you like climb down the mountain, and then the mountain started moving while I was on it, and you're like, I'm doing this with my ass.
Yeah, that was a little bit of it, but you know the bigger shock? Like,
yeah.
30 seconds
It was like an
later
earthquake?
was because I found an archer when I got to the lower part of the mountain, and he was like,
okay, you never told me this.
I can't believe like you have that big of an ass, like you just made a mountain move. I don't believe, like everyone's talking about it, but it's impossible. And so he was like, you have to prove. So you have to jump and touch your ass to the ground and make a move yet again. And that's what I did. And that was the
Wow.
breaking of the world.
That
My crack
that created
split the
that
world
created
into two.
Pangea. That
Yep.
created Pangea. It created
My
the
ass.
continents.
Yep.
Wow, you are so. We're thankful for you.
And those are the moments that
Um,
hold you through life. It's when you split the world into
is.
two with your ass
With
crack.
your ass. You got one?
Someone asked how to handle being in a long distance relationship.
Oh, see,
So
I've never been in a relationship.
yeah, but I think it kind of applies to like any type of
Friendships?
any type of
Yeah.
relationship, because distance is one of the ultimate things that's gonna put any type of relationship to the test.
And you can almost blame Hugo for that because when he created Pangea with his ass, it created like we all became more far apart.
Yeah, I'm sorry I made the different time zones.
Yeah.
But
You better be.
I think the tone of this question was like, at least that's how I interpret it. Like it was a relationship that was about to be long distance, the way this person
Okay.
put it. As I said, it's going to be like an ultimate challenge for it. It doesn't mean that it's going to be a bad thing, because there's people that like go through years of long distance relationships. There's also people
Yeah.
that can't face like over 2 weeks of being apart.
Okay, true.
So
I
as
think
with anything in any type of relationship, it's about communication, about maintaining like an open. Are you okay?
yeah, like I'm keep yawning, sorry. I don't mean to like
It's
keep
about
going.
keeping an open
It's about
vessel of
drive.
communication and drive, sex drive in this case, and communicating your
The
communicating.
person who asked this is like, fuck them.
No, I'm trying to help. And like
No, no, no.
communicating how the distance is making you feel, because it
Yeah.
can be overwhelming, like to be apart. And I don't know if you're going apart or if the other person is going away, not apart.
Away.
But dealing with the distance and a new space can be overwhelming. And some people shut off from the world. Some people speak more than usual and reach out more than usual. So try to, no matter what, keep an open vessel of communication, and always make sure that at least you have a friendship.
Oh
I
yeah,
would
yeah.
say.
I mean, I don't think I really have anything to add. I think like you said, communication is key, and just like try to like be open with each other, be honest with how you're feeling, and yeah. Okay, so this one is a simple answer because the question was what to do when people try to act better than you. And to that I say, when someone tries to belittle you and make you feel lesser than them, literally just say fuck them. You know? Like they are going through their own shit if they are that much of an asshole to try to make other people feel so belittled.
Immediately fart on their face.
Yeah. Like don't even have those people in your life. Just be like, listen, I'm I'm bigger than this, and you are clearly going through your own insecurities to try to make me feel insecure, and get them out of your life. You're better than that, and know that you're better than that, and you're better than them.
Yeah.
Well, not I'm getting mad from prior experiences.
People that don't have like constructive things to add to your life or anything good or positive in the slightest, they don't belong.
Get them out.
They don't belong. So you have to be selective, bestie, And if someone's not treating you right, do not let yourself be too affected by it, because you are better than that. So just slide right through.
I really like what you said. I like what you said about people adding value to your life. I think that's very important.
It's true.
To have a circle of friends.
Yeah.
Having a circle of friends that adds value, like, because you are the product of like the people around you. So I think
you are. And you know what? The most valuable thing you have in your life is the time. That's the one thing that is, it's gonna end sometime. So you should spend that time with people and doing things that you love.
And I think I really realized that like this past year, like truly the only thing that like for me at least, the only thing that matters in life is like the people that you love and doing the things that you love. Like fuck, like if you like,
and sometimes it's hard.
If you like somebody, like fuck them.
Like, I mean,
no, I was gonna say like
if you like someone, fuck them,
kinda
or if you don't like someone,
consensual.
fuck them.
No. But I was gonna say like if you don't like, if you're feeling pressured to get a certain type of job or go into a certain type of field, like if it's not making you happy, don't do it. Like if you want to go fucking travel the world, go fucking do it. If you like,
or
you know
at
what I
least
mean?
make a plan for it. Please don't put what you love to the side to live a normal life, or what people
because
are pressuring
life
you
is such
to
a
do.
tiny little
It
blip
is.
in
Please
time.
think strategically. Please think on the long about the long haul, because please don't take dangerous journeys. Don't walk
Unnecessary
treacherous
dangerous
roads.
shit.
But for real, like,
Yeah. What were you saying? Like, what are we even talking about?
like, that's a good question, because I think we just.
What was the question to even begin with? Oh, long distance relationships. You go.
No, it was the next one.
No.
No, you said that when someone tries to belittle you, that was it.
Oh.
So we
Yes.
definitely took a little
yeah.
turn, but we're still on topic though, because we're just like amplifying the scope
when that
of things
person
from people to everything
because when
in
that
life.
person sees because when that person that belittled you sees you hanging out with the sexiest, awesomest people in the sexiest, awesomest places that you enjoy, they're gonna be like, oh damn, I shouldn't have belittled them, and you're gonna be like, yeah, that's right, bitch.
Yeah, I want to say something else. Sometimes it's hard to like. I feel like that's part of the advice we should give. Sometimes it's hard like to let go of people. Like sometimes it's a friend group type of situation. Sometimes it's an old friend, and it's hard to.
This kind of ties into one of the questions I got, which was how to deal with losing a best friend. Like I think like they meant like losing as in like not dying, but you break up with your best friend.
A friendship breakup.
And that could be hard. That's very, very hard.
Yeah.
Like if me and Hugo ever broke up as friends, I would jump off a cliff. I would jump
Don't
off
even-
the mountain
don't
that
even
he shook with
say
his
it.
ass.
Don't even speak
I'm just kidding. We would never. That would never happen. Blah, 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 blah. Okay.
But you know what? We could make up as enemies.
Yeah. That'd be cute.
Yeah, because
Become enemies.
we're very productive when we act out of spite.
We are, and I think we would really like just take our careers and
To the next level.
lives to the next level.
Yeah,
real.
true.
Like, yeah.
But
True. So what were you
getting
saying?
back to the topic, it is really hard to distance yourself from someone you were very close with. And friendships are sometimes even harder than relationships because, relationships aren't always for life, but friendships kind of are. That's kind of how most of us.
Wait, yeah.
Right? So sometimes it hurts
yeah,
more.
I never thought about that. I agree. I've lost some friends, but they were assholes, so I don't really care anymore.
Yeah, I think a good advice would be working on yourself and the time you spend with yourself. And what's that saying? Better to be alone than in bad company, or something of the sort.
Oh, yes.
So you are always in good company if you are good company.
With yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
For example, I am a very solitary
I like that.
person, but I am not alone. I love.
You have all the minds you have all the voices
First
in your
of
head
all,
like talking to
that.
you.
Second
not
of all,
alone.
I enjoy it. I enjoy the sound the voices make now, because it
You're
used
like
to be
you sit at
bleak,
your desk.
but
You sit at your desk and you're just like yeah, what's up?
I could.
And then
I'm not
the
even
other voice
kidding
is
when
like,
I said
"No,
I could
like,
look
hey."
at a wall for a whole afternoon and like never for a second feel bored. My brain cannot feel boredom. But that's another
That's
thing.
very interesting. Yeah. That's
What were we talking
I
about?
definitely I feel bored way too fast. Wait, can I get into this one? What to do when someone says they want to kiss you, but then they never kiss you and nothing happens?
What do you mean?
I say,
someone
honey,
says they want to kiss you and they don't kiss you?
like they texted her and they were like,
Oh, texting
hey,
doesn't.
baby, I really like want to kiss you. No, I don't know if they texted her, but I'm just saying if someone like says they want to kiss you and like you feel bad that they never kissed you, I say go fucking make out with them. Be like, hey.
That's it. That's the answer. Because like you have a green
That's
light.
it, period.
If
Yeah, you have the green light, consensual.
Yeah. I don't know why I got so enraged. I was like, why did I not kiss you? But it's you make it happen, bestie. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can do it. I believe in you. And keep me updated on how that goes.
Yeah. Y'all better be kissing.
Anyways.
Because the pandemic was long.
You better be. Ooh, baby. Fear of missing out. Someone said like how to not have fear of missing out, FOMO. Oh boy, am I someone not to ask?
Yeah, you're asking the wrong people. You're knocking at the wrong door.
Then again,
I have the joy of missing
that, like,
out usually. I've said this before. I love saying no.
My thing is I need to be invited, but I don't want to go. Like, because if I'm not invited, it makes the FOMO hit way harder. But if I chose not to go, then it's like I don't have that much FOMO. Also, social media plays such a big part in FOMO. Like, it could be celebrities or people you don't even know, and you see they're like partying on a Friday night and you're in bed watching a movie. And it's like, oh my God, like I should be like out. Like,
you're making a very good
But it's
point.
like you don't even know those.
And you know what?
Like, you don't even know those people.
You know what is true in social media? On social media? Absolutely fucking nothing.
Nothing. Zero.
So if you see someone having fun, it's probably staged.
Honestly, like, no, because I've seen, like, in real life, like, the most fucking ass event.
I would say, like maybe 1% of my happiest memories have I thought of, like, oh my, let me get my camera and let me capture this, or let me take a picture.
Yeah,
of us
like
right
nobody
now.
actually like takes out their phone and is like, oh yeah.
I'm sorry if this seems a rude question, but why would you be missing out? Like because you weren't invited, because you didn't want to go?
Yeah, that's also a thing. Like if you weren't invited, maybe confront. Like I don't know. Like confront.
That could be a good idea.
Confront, like,
I mean, if
people be like, hey, like why are you guys hanging out? Like I mean, I know people. Like I mean, that's happened to me, and I've like confronted the person, and they end up. It's like not the answer I wanted, and then you realize that those are people that you don't want or need in your life.
Yeah, I think again, communication. Again, it is that.
These are all
I've had a very
questions.
Similar
it's really
experience where
thing.
like before high school, but I wasn't. My before high school experience was wild. Those were my wildest years, Lauren.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I was going out at 14, drinking alcohol illegally, like buying alcohol illegally.
Girl.
I don't drink now. I don't know what I was doing.
That is insane for me to think of, because you Snapchatted me the other night. You're like, I'm drunk and I had a glass of wine.
Yep, that's who I am.
You're like, I actually love having a glass of wine like once a week. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I've also been doing that actually. I'll have like at night I'll have an espresso with like a whole bunch of like Irish cream, like Bailey's in it, and get a little tipsy from it. And it's so good, but like tipsy in like an elegant way. Like I have it in my nice espresso cup, and I like read a book with it.
Yeah, I think that's the secret about like alcohol.
Okay.
And also, there's so much to look forward in life. So please don't fear like you're missing out on something. You're never too old to experience something. If you feel like everyone your age is doing a certain thing or going certain places,
there's so much for you out there.
So much. Truly. You will meet people that will click with you, and they will want to have you around them and experiencing life together, and they will want to share experiences with you. It'll be like they're reciprocating what you're putting into it.
Like emergency.
If you think someone is making you feel like you're missing out, have a bombussy with them and look forward to the emergencies to come.
Bomb their mosey. Yeah. Couldn't have said it better myself. My camera's about to die.
Lauren, shut the fuck up. It's been 10 minutes.
You going no? It's been 45.
I'm gonna buy you a battery.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I'll buy
revelate
one.
you
I
some.
No, because I need to buy one. I just don't know why I haven't.
Okay, someone asked how to deal with monotonous living where all you do is work all day. But that I feel like that kind of ties
Oh.
into what we said of like the things to look forward to. But
Yeah.
it's a little harder because
I
if
also
you're working all day sucks. It fucking sucks. It sucks shit ass and
Yeah.
balls.
Hugo, like, before, like, he quit, he worked literally like a 9 to 5, like,
Yeah, yeah.
job that sounded
And
just
for like
like hell.
the last year of it, I worked from the moment I was awake to the moment I was asleep, pretty much.
And that's not
Because
a way to
I
live,
wasn't working on my
but
8
look,
hours of my day job, I would be producing and writing and recording, and then I had a burnout.
you had something, oh
Had a good
boy.
old burnout, and it was so bad that I didn't even become aware that I had a burnout until like I was 2 months into it. Because my body was like, no, I still have
Yeah,
to do
but-
all these things. I can't stop. I'm gonna keep going.
But no,
Prioritize your rest, because
yes,
listen, health
please
comes
do, and
first.
don't feel guilty.
Jamming.
And don't feel, yeah, health always comes first. And don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty about not being productive, because in order to be productive, you have to have rest.
Yes.
You have to have rest.
That sounds so simple, but for some reason, for me, it's one of the hardest lessons I still have to learn in life.
It's hard for so many people. And it's like, we are literally like humans, like, just like, we need rest to like function.
Yes, so please remember that
And to be our most
not
productive
only do you
and create our
need,
best work.
but you deserve rest.
Facts.
Yeah.
So facts.
And
That's
with the
okay.
money you're making with your job, remember to treat yourself to something you love every once in a while.
Because you can't take your money to the grave, baby.
Yeah.
After you pay expenses, then
Of course.
like, use the leftover.
Of course. We
Or just don't pay rent. If you pay rent, fuck a landlord.
kill
Or
your
fuck
landlord
and get free rent.
or that
Okay,
one.
or that.
See options.
You
We're
know,
giving you options.
so many good options. Yeah. Wow. I love how we always end these on such a nice note.
Do you have a last one? How to ask your crush out?
Be like, hey, baby. I really. Be like, I don't know. Just be like, hey, I kind of have feelings for you. And what do you think about that?
Yeah, that's very
What are
nice.
your
Very,
thoughts on
very
that?
nice. Straight to the point. Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a straight to the point type person.
You could also make a little event out of it. When I say event, I don't mean like event. I mean
yeah,
like
what do you.
you bring them
Okay.
to like maybe a nice park or a place with a nice view.
Ooh.
You create an atmosphere, you know?
Yeah, but like, what if they're like, oh, yeah, I don't feel the same way? Then like that atmosphere and
Okay,
that place is like
before
ruined for you.
you are very straight to the point, you could feel the field, you know? You could get a feel for the field. It's like maybe you talk about one of your friends' relationships and you see how they feel about relationships. You introduce...
But I feel like maybe that would be like pre the event. So you don't like.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Or maybe on the event if you're still
I like
on the
that.
fence. Because, listen, I wanted to answer this question because I can never tell. I've been told a few times, not bragging, that someone has feelings for me.
Okay.
But, like,
Okay.
I'd never believe it. And I like someone could be giving me all the signs in the world and I'm still going to be the person that's like, no, like you're making it up.
You're
Someone
kidding. You're
someone
joking.
could tongue me and I'd be like, oh, she fell, like tongue first, but she fell. It was an accident. I'm stupid. It's one of the most vulnerable moments in life, I think.
And for what? It's just like one human telling another human like, hey, like I kind of like, I have like feelings
Yeah, that's
for you.
exactly it. And if the person is cool, they're going to be okay with it either way. If it's a good answer, fucking enjoy it. If it's not the answer you were hoping for, and if the person is cool, it's still going to be all cool.
It's going to be all right.
And if
I like
not,
Answer.
don't fuck them.
Fuck 'em.
Fuck somebody else. Consensually, of course.
Facts. Consensually.
And with gusto.
Fuck them metaphorically. Fuck someone else. Literally.
With gusto. I've been saying with
All right,
gusto.
Guy Fieri.
Yeah. Good for
Anyways,
him.
Media Rex of the Week. Nobody's ever heard of this album before. Melodrama by Lorde. She's a really indie artist. But I've been having that album on repeat. That is like a comfort album for me, even though it's so goddamn depressing. And then also, I just finished Avatar: The Last Airbender series. Finally, I finished it. And it was the best show I've ever watched. So if you've never watched that, fucking watch
I gotta
it. It's the
rewatch
best
it
show
because I
ever.
haven't watched it in the longest time. And I know I'm going to enjoy it.
Oh, wait. The movie I was going to recommend was Shit House. It's called Shit House. And it like hit so close to home. I'm just like, go into it blindly. I'm not even going to tell you what it's about. It's called Shit House though. And it was like really beautiful and awesome.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm going
Yeah.
to recommend The Magician by Andy Schaaf. It's a really cool song. I like it a lot.
Ooh,
And
okay.
My Ideal by Chet Baker. It's my favorite Chet Baker song. And probably one of my all-time favorite songs of all time. And I finally finished reading Cersei. I had the longest fucking reading slump ever because I loved Cersei from the moment I started. Like, the moment those words touched my mussy, I was like, oh my, I never want to put this book down. But
Yeah.
unfortunately I did. But I finished it today, and it was so good. So good. Like,
I want to
even
reread
if,
it.
yeah, it's one of those books. Even if you're not super into Greek mythology and all that, it's still very understandable. It's just a good story with incredible writing.
And if you're into Audible or audiobooks, have someone read it to you. That is so nice. It's like someone reading you like a book.
Yeah.
Like a bedtime story.
Or just make
and
someone
they do like
read
an
it to
awesome
you.
yeah.
I'll do it if you want.
$5 a chapter.
$5.
$5 a chapter.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was nice. I hope we gave some sound advice.
That was nice.
I don't think we did. That was nice. Did we give sound advice? Did we give good advice? That's in the eye of the beholder. And you are the beholder.
And sometimes it's not in the giving, it's in the taking.
It's in the receiving.
It's in the perceiving. It's in the piercing.
It's in the achieving. It's in the grieving. Sad.
It's in the leaving.
It's in the weaving.
It's in the
It's
breathing.
in the seething.
It's in the mussying.
It's in the ceiling. Okay. What the fuck? Well,
Everyone,
yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much for watching.
That's it. Thank you so much. God damn it.
What we learned from these episodes is that low-key, we're all going through the same things. So if anything, please also take that out. Like, I feel like we could preface any advice by saying that. Like,
Yeah,
that's something we all
I've been
go
this
through.
shit.
So please don't feel like you're alone. And we love you.
'Cause you're never alone. We love you so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
You are now entering the intergalactic realm.